January 23rd, 2019 is the day that New York shook the world. New York City made it legal to abort a baby up to their due date. As a mom, I felt so many emotions. I felt anger. My heart ached as I watched so many people cheer on as they made abortion illegal up to 9 months. Now, how can a mom be convicted of dumping a baby in a dumpster, but it's legal for them to kill a child at the same gestational age? Can't people realize there are other ways? Why isn't adoption talked about more often? Why isn't it something that is praised? According to the Adoption Council, there are over 430,000 children in the foster care system, and it has risen every year since 2012. New York claims that this law was to help the people that have been subjected to rape, fetal development issues, and danger to the mother. But my question to them would be, why would it take you 9 months to decide that this child was not worth you fighting for? Because I know for a fact that 20 weeks and less, they do all the tests you would need to know if you had a fetal development problem. If you ever thought it was going to be an issue, why not wait? Why wait for 9 months to decide that? You know so early on if there are any issues. And honestly, I don't believe in abortion even at 20 weeks, but it's way a lot better than killing a little baby, a little human being, when they're about to be born. In 2015, women between the ages of 15 and 29 accounted for 68.8% of abortions, and 80% of abortions were unmarried women. Now, these are just some of the statistics as to why women have abortions in 2004. Less than 0.5% were due to a victim of rape. 3% were due to fetal problems, and 4% were due to physical problems to the mother. 4% was due to education or career. 7% was not mature enough. 8% didn't want to be a single mother. 19% was having children, done having children. 23% can't afford a baby. And 25% just aren't ready for a child. Now, what kind of nation do we live in where it's easier to abort your child than have to deal with your child living with a mental illness like autism or Down syndrome? It's more common for them to just terminate their pregnancy because it's a death sentence for them to raise that child being mentally handicapped. Why in this nation is it so common for a mother not to be willing to give her life to save their children? Why is it a thing for mothers to find out, even at 8 months, that hey, you might not survive childbirth but choose their self over their children? Before my daughter was even born, I couldn't ever imagine choosing my life over hers. Now, these statistics just break my heart. The majority of abortions were due to a mother just not being ready for a child. So why should it be legal to let a mother have an abortion up to 9 months when it's not even for the health of the mother or the child, and it doesn't even target more than 10% of the population? Let me restate these numbers. Less than 0.5% were because of victim of rape. 3% were due to fetal problems, and 4% were due to physical issues. The number of abortions are showing to be related to a own mother's selfishness, and I don't believe that they should be able to make that decision for another human being due to not being ready. If just 0.2% of professing adult Christians would step up to adopt, there would be no children left in the U.S. foster care system. Unfortunately, these women that are choosing abortion, they feel like is their only option because we as a nation haven't given them a reason to believe otherwise. We want to cry out for the unborn child but are not willing to love their mother first. We can't change the law, but we can love so well that the law is unnecessary. And South Carolina currently prohibits abortions at 20 weeks after passing an abortion law in 2016. The lawmakers say they will push for a ban on abortion after a fetal heartbeat is detected. I honestly believe this is how the law should be everywhere. We aren't pronounced dead as humans till our heart starts beating, so why shouldn't a baby be considered a human when its heart starts beating? More than 60% of 5,100 abortions occurred after 6 weeks of gestation. I think the reason behind abortions occurring so frequently after 6 weeks are due to the mother knowing they can. Why would they have to stress about worrying about if they're past 6 weeks and they need to get an abortion if they can get an abortion all the way up to 9 months? Why have to choose right then and there? If women knew they couldn't get an abortion after 6 weeks, they would take a pregnancy test as soon as they missed their period and not waiting or being in denial. Or they would go to clinics. There's so many free clinics that offer pregnancy tests. There's so many other ways to find out you're pregnant, and so not knowing is never an excuse. I think is us as a nation came together and made abortion stop being praised so much just due to somebody not wanting a child, maybe things could change. But I think it would take a lot of people coming together and just more people stepping up to adopt. Adoption is so important. There's so many children out there that deserve a loving home or just deserve at a chance of life. Why can't us as humans choose to take another human being's life? That's not how the law works. I can't choose I want to go kill somebody because I feel like it. We shouldn't be able to take another human being's life even if they are in our stomach. As soon as they have a heartbeat, they're humans and they should have just as much rights as we do.